E aí, antes do vídeo começar, eu quero dizer que eu esqueci de fazer uma missão do evento, né? Ou seja, aquela do evento que eu tava fazendo. Então só vou botar um trechozinho aqui rapidão, tipo, do que aconteceu. Aí depois vai começar o vídeo normal. Então, é só isso, valeu. Calma, isso eu tenho que gravar. Ia. Nyon. Oh, uau. Eita porra. Cara, ele é bonita demais. Olha isso. Ai, tá dentro de livro. Ih, rapaz. Quem diria, né? Disse que não queria ir, tá aí, ó. Cara, ele é bonito demais. Com um jogo ainda. Nice. Eu quero ver a reação do Xiao agora. It's just me and you. Touch your phone. Aí, bora. Eu tô aqui de novo com o Genshin Impact. Mas, agora que eu tenho aquele editor lá, né? Meu filho, agora eu vou gravar o Genshin Impact e vou botar esse porra aqui também. E também eu já tinha gravado antes, mas só que eu esqueci de separar a faixa de áudio do vídeo, então... O que aconteceu eu ganhei um artefato, um desejo... Como é o nome? Desejo selado e eu ganhei esse bicho aqui, ó. É o Bennett.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Não tem um fone, ó. Aí o talento dele é a espada mesmo, sobra... tá ligado? Então bora. Bora fazer a missão ali lendária, né, Esqueci o nome. Ah, tá pensando que ela não ia falar não.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy.
Ei, cara, esqueci de botar
Since
aqui.
this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
Talvez seja o caminho para a câmara de Jade, ou parece algum tipo de armadilha. Talvez, né? Porque, tipo, pode ter gente com bagulho aqui.
No way! Just trust Paimon's instincts.
Vou muito, eu vou cair, eu vou perder. Tá bom, né? Foda-se, bora. Apei. Pei.
Huh? It only takes us up to here.
Meu filho.
Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
É melhor voltarmos ali e perguntar nele, hein?
Why?
A forma de subir não deveria ser nenhum segredo.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Não, obrigado, não sou muito fã de morrer. Você me odeia pra casa.
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
Não sou muito fã de morrer, essa foi foda dele. Ainda assim, lembro que a balista tinha uma luneta.
That's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Mas daria certo? Provavelmente, né? Já que tem as bagulho pra voar. Deixa eu pegar aqui. Porra, não veio porra nenhuma, só. Vou procurar o que aqui, né? Ah, tá. E aí, mano?
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Território sagrado, esses são só as redondezas dos
Exactly.
elementos.
What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No.
Ih, rapaz.
Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
Eu acho que não. Ou ainda não explicamos o convite pra ele.
Now Paimon's mad. You over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Vambora! Agora que eu vou matar tudo no mesmo instante. Assim, ó. Creu. Bora. Meu sistema não tem visão, não vem contigo contra mim, não. Bora. Usei a ult errada, mas tá bom. Chaplau! Bora. Aqui, ó, eu tô com escudo nessa bosta. Sai. É. Creu. Aí. Morreu. Ó, tu tá por aí, ó. Pode falar com alguém, cara. O cara nem dá dano nele. Põe a internet. Ah, tá, internet. Aí. Caralho, é onda. É, ó. Ei. Esse time é bom demais, velho. É bom. É. Tome.
Stop! What's all this about?
Opa, bora Mona. E aí, mano?
Lady Coaching, these two strange
que
people
isso.
suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
Estávamos apenas procurando por caminho até a câmara de Jade.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited
Eso-
guests here to look for the Liu Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are
Foi
just
eu e
here
os
to guard
homens
the
que conseguiu
scene,
que
not to arrest
Bora lá.
anyone.
Mano.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Pensar não é
Anyway.
difícil, pai, mano.
For a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
Não complica as coisas, ou fizemos apenas a pequena parte do trabalho lá.
Oh, right. So, Lady Yuhong, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching.
É.
I'd say that
Kuching.
Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
No?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way.
Se não fosse por ele, você
This
estaria morta.
skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
Alguma chance de você poder conversar com eles, ou Ningguang iria preferir negociar, não é?
Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber is the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Paimon, não é... Este não é o ponto. Paimon, estamos falando de assuntos sérios.
Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Ah, tão entusiasmada.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuhong may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
Ela me passou uma boa impressão também, eu concordo com alguns de seus pontos de vista.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
Cara, sumiu. Você realmente mudou o foco, não é mesmo, Paimon?
Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar frosted slime. Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift?
Agora entendi porque minha mana tava sumindo. Portanto, você tem uma receita e como faríamos essa coisa que você sonhou? Ela sonhou e eu entendi.
Boom shakalaka, of course.
Meu Deus, só chegou a outra.
Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Chegou a outra, como é o nome? Eu esqueci.
Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
Tá vendo? É por isso que eu gosto disso. Me congela muito. ladrão de tesouro aqui.
Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh?
Ai, meu Deus.
Did you hear
Eu
that?
não tô cheirando. Parece alguém chega. Eu não. Parece
It
alguém.
seems like it came from those ruins
Ah.
over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Caralho, por que dele? Ei, mano. Tudo bem? Tu vem aqui. Ei.
A touch of frost.
Pronto. Bora. Fez. É, mano.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Carai.
Oh, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both. Don't say that.
É, tô pensando.
I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you like? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Sua boa vontade
Wait
é
a
mais do que
moment.
suficiente pra mim.
Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations. Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Amanhã onde? E aí?
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure.
Ah,
Please
porra.
help yourselves.
A voz dela
As long as it's on
contou
our
300
shelves.
vezes.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo!
Aê!
It looks beautiful!
Caralho, até que parece bom mesmo, velho. De alguma forma eu me sinto um pouco culpado.
Great!
Ué, por quê?
Now that we've put all that we've got into this box,
Ah, sim, entendi por quê.
let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Ai, meu, eu não preciso gritar mais não, porque eu vou imitar minha voz na edição. Opa. Açúcar no slime. Não sei o que é aqui, velho. Ei. Bora buium.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Caralho.
Yes.
Hello.
How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
Sim.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Eu não faço a mínima ideia. Uma bichinha me disse que era um código lá e outro código aqui. Eita porra, você teleporta, né? Ah! Eu fui teleportar, tá bom. Vixe Maria, doido, já me deu arrepio essa porra. Agora que me deu mais. E aí?
Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my
Oh.
thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Não tem nada.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Eita porra. Que lugar lindo a câmera de Jade. É a minha primeira vez que eu venho a um lugar tão alto. Ah, meu filho, não é a primeira vez não, porque tem aquele morro lá que é mais alto.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace
Poxa,
floats
pensei
in
que ela ia
the
ser mais tóxica,
higher
velho, mas
than
não
the
é
peak
não,
of
é
any
bem
mountain.
tranquila.
From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft.
Cara,
And
também
since
dá pai,
becoming
meu
the
doido.
Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day,
Nice.
I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
Esta tanquinha
Not
é
many
muito
from outside
ambiciosa.
Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
É?
And I finally got wind of
Bom,
your
é
movements when you were
esperado.
on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No.
Não.
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Ah! E caralho. Nós também nos encontramos com a Yuheng não faz
At the
nem muito
Guizhang
tempo.
Ballista, yes?
É, ela vê de tudo aqui, tá?
Peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient.
Stalker!
You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest.
Kexing disse que os... Kexing disse que os Kexing não iriam desejar mal
Well, I
ao
wouldn't
Rex
expect you to
Lapis.
trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Tá. Eita porra, pensei que eu ia virar ela, velho. Ah. E aí?
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods
tenho uma
used
ideia
to
geral.
walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, Gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the Seven changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the Seven will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from
subo do
before.
nada assim, e aí?
Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Por que esconder a Exuvia, então?
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
É ele, não é? Hã?
What are you two talking about?
Well
Eu não faço a mínima
answered.
ideia, pai. Hã?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive
meu
guests
irmão?
within are complete. So please, this way.
Tá bom. Não, vai lá. Então, né? Multiplicatalizador na medida em que meio... Não quero ler, não. Deu preguiça.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen
meu
such a
filho.
fancy place before.
É, pai, mano. Aqui é no céu, não? Eita porra. Agora aqui é bonito mesmo, doido. Aí sim.
Be at
Respeita.
ease, you two. Make yourselves at
tem
home
Sakura, eu
if
amei.
you wish.
Ó.
Can we really?
Dá pra pegar aquela
I
árvore
have
ali?
invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Isso é... Eita porra, cortei sem querer.
Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But
Posso
the
ver?
secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler?
Tá, deixa.
You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible,
Mano, eu
I'd
jurava
like to
que ela ia
have
ser
your
um
trust.
fusão do caralho, mas não
But
é,
if you
doido.
were
É
to
mó de
choose
boa,
the
velho.
more
Vai tomar no
trustworthy
cu.
person between myself and Kuching,
Bem, entre sua ortodoxia e heterodoxia dela, eu iria com a Keking e seu ceticismo divino. Eu não entendi. Eu vou seguir.
you'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit
Eu não entendi.
too hard-headed. With someone of her
sim.
character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Eu suponho que os fatores que estão envolvidos
Indeed.
nesse rumor é
It
óbvio.
seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag
Sim,
order
é
and
tudo
for the
fatui.
Exuvia to be hidden
Esses
to
filha da puta roubaram o
temporarily
bagulho dos
stabilize
ventes,
the
velho.
situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
Ah, eu acho que aquela pergunta que ela fez era ela ou aqui sim, velho. Nossa, eu queria escolher ela, mas eu entendi, velho.
Provided the venue for the rite, so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So,
Meu Deus
does
do céu.
that include us?
Pai, você não poderia pensar em outra coisa por alguns minutos?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please. And you may take it with you.
Pegar aquela árvore ali, dele.
Paimon was just
Botar na minha
waiting
cabeça.
for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get?
Bestinha
One
não é
of the
nada.
sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Tá bom, peraí. Cadê? The biggest... Ah, óbvio.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
Tá bom.
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all.
Mas é importante, pai. Bora lá, já que tu escolheu, eu vou lá.
Spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Eu tô dois. Está tudo desenrolado um pouco, perfeitamente demais. Ningguang está claramente tentando nos guiar até lá.
Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go
Tu
there?
acha? Não, bora.
So you're
Não tem outra
saying
ideia.
that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway,
Mas
let's see if you're onto
se ela disse
something.
que não pode confiar nela, meu filho.
Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Bora. Tá, porra, já upei. Fragrância solitária, tá bom. Amae, né? Demoramento. Upei. Acho que daqui pro final do vídeo eu consigo botar esse bicho no level máximo. Bom, no level máximo que eu consigo botar, né? Opa, missão lendária? Opa! Anda, Mona. Tá bom. E eu tô aqui no final do vídeo por quê? Porque eu sou burro pra caralho. Porque eu esqueci o fato de... Se você pegar uma missão lendária, ela vai ser... como é o nome? Escolhida automaticamente, sabe? Ou seja, o resto do vídeo é eu fazendo a porra da missão da Mona. Em vez de... em vez da porra do... Ah não, velho. Nossa senhora, eu sou burro pra caralho, doido. Enfim, eu vou deixar pro próximo vídeo esse negócio daqui, tá bom? Porque, tipo, eu já tô editando aqui faz 300 anos, aí eu ainda tenho que gravar fazendo a segunda parte do... A segunda parte da missão lendária, velho. Lendária não, da missão do mundo mesmo. Então vai ficando por aí, meu. Falou, velho. Eu só sou burro pra caralho, velho.